about it.
Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff, as we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last season's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFB, and let's get it going. Playoff game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it, which toward the sideline finds the running back. He breaks free, still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, that slant is so dangerous for a defense to try to slow down. Great job of rallying to limit its yardage after the catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Looking to chuck it again. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Look out, room to run here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here's the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Wants to throw it. Bringing pressure. Extending the play now. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that previous play. Tailback with another carry. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
No run it. Handed off to the running back. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fights through the tackler. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around and give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
Nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first. Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! as they get on the board here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the...
Here he goes. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Throwing off play action. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the move now. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Fights off a defender. Short game, but it's going to be the final play of the first period. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on third down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. QB decides to keep it here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And he'll set up to throw. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Finding space at the 20. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, the offensive coordinator must have seen previous plays. This defense is overflowing to one side, so he catches them by going with a reverse, going back the other way. Everybody out of position, and a nice score for this touchdown.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. It's a shotgun run call. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense comes up with the football.
Hey, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Offense on the field to take over. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Now here comes the point after attempt. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Across the 30. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. The 30. Past the 20. Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes churn out another first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass is caught, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Second down after that short completion. Looking for a receiver. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They've converted one of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Add 6 more points to the total.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded to one of the up men. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And here's the handoff. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Second down play coming up for this offense. quarterback drops back, looking for the wide out. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The offense really clicking here. And looking to throw now on first down. Wide open downfield. Oh, and it's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Oh, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
You'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down and goal. Looking to the end zone. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Anytime you see a defense sit back and cover two, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds his target. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver grabs it. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Breaks free with room to run. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
First down, looking to throw the football. Cut quickly. Fights off a defender. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defense coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense is coming after him. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but it's brought down after a short gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half.
Trying to make the fat nigga fumble while he doing this go down.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start.
I made that last drive wasn't 7. That was a perfect drive.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Running through the tackle.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down play coming up. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Finds his man. It's Roberts. They'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
We can have some fun.
Looking deep down the left side. Caught at the 30. Still on it. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position. Buckeyes keep the football on the move. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to see.
New ball game, boys.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The shotgun running play call. He's got the first and still going. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The first and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Takes a quick grab. It'll be a no-fear first down, brought down at the 43.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. You know, that being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now.
He cooking niggas and man.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And that will give them the lead now.
I know you going man after me.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
You got to do a whole bunch of wizardry, man. This shit ain't for the last.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Return man forced out at the 12. Not a good return and not good field position. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Dump off caught by the running back. A change of direction. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down after that completion. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down.
This nigga.
Second after the defense cannot stop them short of the mark.
This is why they're in the playoffs, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense.
I'm on shit like a motherfucker.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find the rhythm.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw.
I watched the kids. Could have stayed with you.
Short of the marker, so it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down.
What a job by this quarterback here on 4th down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but he's past the mark.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again. We can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defense coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
He'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throw to the running back in the flat. Fights through a tackle. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
Wow, nigga.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And looking for a big play here. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. That kind of execution, a long drive. That's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. They'll hand it off. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there.
Oh, the defense misses out on an opportunity, just what they needed. Balls on the ground, unable to recover it.
Takes up. Here's second down.
Oh, where it go? To me. The game is mine. It's in the book. Like, why you gotta destroy shit, man?
We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlocked, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Heading to the fourth quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Gets the first and still running. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Boom! He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
They look to throw it here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. It's a short completion of a big tight end, and he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. He keeps it on the design run. The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1 they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Caught in the flat by the running back. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work. because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On first down, it's play action.
He cannot escape with the sack. And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
Come here.
They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
DB is backing off from the line now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on fourth down in the fourth quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, good job here on that stop. But remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This running back's had a big night, the kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bulldogs will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
They can't fuck with us. Yeah, they can't fuck with us.
Pounding away with the run game. Nothing doing on that play. The big D-tackle there for the stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Playoff game on the line here. The offense, they keep away and secure the victory. Keeping it on the ground here. 0 running routes. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff themes coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. scraps back, needing a third down completion here. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
They'll kick it away here.
Catch it.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch.
All right, a minute 46. One timeout. He's on the 12-yard line. What can he do?
First play of the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts.
Nigga, you ain't going down.
Well, I really like what they did here by keeping their tight ends involved. I understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet. Stick to your base offense, execute, move the ball down the field, and see if you can give yourself a real shot to win this game.
He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic?
Oh, yeah.
And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
It comes down to this in this playoff game, 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
The pass rush closing in. This is dropped. Would have been a huge game that he could not collect it.
Quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
This might be for the ball game. Let's fly to the wide out. It is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
We'll be back.